everybody, how y'all doing? My name is Antonella. For those who've been following me on my channel, you can call me either Nella Bella or Bella Nella, either one. So anyways, I wanted to talk about a topic that the women's ministry at my church were talking about, and it was feeding ourselves spiritually and physically. Excuse me. So we were talking about like our well-being and being healthy, and how the food that we eat affects us, and what can we do to have a better regimen and be mindful or be more accountable to how we eat daily and stuff like that. So we were talking about that and what we can substitute and how we can be more disciplined on our diet and stuff like that, right? So we talked about that. And we also talked about spiritually, because we want to feed our spirit. Just like how your body needs food, your spirit man, your spiritual self also need to be fed daily. It's not something that you want to wait until like Sunday to get fed by your pastor on the word. And a lot of time people just want a microwave message, something that's really fast and easy, and that you don't even really get to digest really well, because you just wanted a 30-minute message, and throughout the week you're like not eating nothing, to really feed and be strong. So anyways, we're just talking about that, and what can we do, and how many hours do we feed ourselves on a spiritual level? What do we do? Like our pastor had it, she really broke it down. Like she was like, okay, so how many hours do you work? How many hours do you dedicate to doing godly work, or spending time with God, period, for the whole week? And and that constituted of going to church, Bible study, praying on your own time and stuff like that. So I was very embarrassed. I was looking at the numbers, because we didn't only just add this, but we were actually adding, how many times we spent on social media, TV, watching our TV shows and streaming on the internet or whatever. And, just social media, period. I already surpassed just spending time with God. Like, so it just showed you where my heart is at, like what really, where my distraction is, because I do videos and stuff like that too, and editing and all that. So anyway, I say that to say, and I'm talking to myself as I'm speaking to you, ministering to you, I'm talking to myself. I had to really reevaluate my whole time, like my priorities, and what we say, I felt convicted. God really, gave me this revelation about, his commandment, which was to love him. If I say I love him, and, for me, as of right now, I'm being prepared. I believe God is preparing me to be that wife for my husband. And I say that if I saying that right now, just with God right now, I'm telling him how much I love him and all that stuff, but I'm not dedicating any time for him. I'm not seeking to know him. How do I show somebody that how do you show someone that you love them if you're not even dedicating that time? And what I was telling my pastor is that it's just so ironic, because when I'm on social media, I'm so excited. I'm like alert. I just, I post stuff, I'm ready. But as soon as it's time for me to like go into my word, I'm all of a sudden feeling tired. I'm all of a sudden like my eyes feeling sleepy, it's blurry. I want to just fall asleep, lay down. Like it's just, the distraction is just all over the place, and I've just fallen into it because, and I'm like, how would I feel? Like, how would I feel if that was my husband? You know what I mean? And every time he spends time with me, he falling asleep. Every time it's time for us to have this dialogue and just talk among each other. He's falling asleep. He's just doesn't want to talk about nothing. It's like a dreadful moment, like, oh, all right, let me just do it because I have to show you that I love you, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into that place, and I know it's not something that happens overnight, but as a Christian and where I am now, like, I want to get into that place where I just want to do it. It shouldn't be something I'm doing because I have to do it. You know, I shouldn't feel like, oh God, now I gotta read the Bible because I gotta do this and I gotta know how to, you know, like, it should be natural. Like, I say I love God. I know what He brought me out of. I know what He's done for me. I know who He is. He's my Father, Abba. Like, He is my all in all. Like, why wouldn't I want to have that connection with Him? Like, this is a daily thing. He strengthens me when I'm weak. You know what I'm saying? He's my strength. He is like my everything. So with that being said, I should feel like I should always want to be in His presence. It's not something that I should force myself into. I wouldn't want to force anybody to love me. I would not feel like good for anyone to feel like they, you know, it's dreadful, it's something that they really don't want to do, but they're doing it just because I asked them to do it. Like, love is not, it shouldn't be that way. You know what I mean? Love is kind, it's patient, is never failing, you know, it's consistent, and so I didn't want to get into that place, and like I said, you know, I have to condition myself and make sacrifices, you know, even though I right now I don't, you know, sometimes I don't feel like it because I know my flesh rise up because we're covered in flesh, and sometimes I don't want to do it, but you know, and I know in relationships sometimes you're not going to want to do certain things, you know, for your significant other. I get it. It's not always, you're not going to always want to do what is what you need to do to show this person that you love them. That's why you have to make certain sacrifices sometimes. And so I believe right now I'm just being prepared for it, and I'm going to condition myself. Like right now, I'm going to a prayer class at my church. Yeah. So we're just going to learn. I'm just going there because I want to just help my prayer life. I think I need to get deeper in my prayer life. So I am going to go to that class and just condition myself. Even though I'm like right now, I just got off work and I'm tired and I would rather go home. But I know this is what I need to condition myself. I know this is what is needed for me to grow. You know, sometimes growth is uncomfortable. You know, sometimes you may not want to do those things, but it's for me to be better. So that's that. That's all I wanted to say today. So in conclusion to everything that I just said, if you really want to love God, if you're really saying that you love Him like you say you do, then reevaluate, you know, that relationship. Are you spending time with Him? You know, how would you feel? Put yourself in that situation. How would you feel? You know, like, do you really love Him like you say you do? Like, is your word matching your action? So it's just a self-introspection, just a self-reevaluation on how you manage your time. Prioritize your day-to-day. Even in the morning, if you have to wake up an extra hour just to read, you know, your devotion or read a verse, you know, and pray and just have that dialogue with Him throughout the day, and just spending time with Him. You know, He's there for you. He will never leave you. So yeah, so that's how I'm gonna close it today, and that's all I want to share with you guys as I am going on to church, my way to church. I just wanted to share that with you guys. All right, that's it for today, you guys. I love you, and God bless. Bye.